Alright, welcome back, YouTube, to A Programmer Plays Alwa's Legacy. There she is, Alwa. It's not actually her, that's Zoe, but, it's whatever, terrible joke. In our previous episode, we did Chapter 1, which involved waking up in this world, climbing around in here. We spent probably too long running around in the dark and getting ourselves just absolutely stomped in until we climbed up into the village here. And we picked up our abilities. We've actually managed to pick up all 3 abilities in the first hour of the game, running around this dungeon up here in the upper section, the Rose Castle. Interestingly, we didn't go to the boss. We went through a sneaky room, and that led us across Cloaky's Bridge and into the Grand Library. And when we left the Grand Library, it said end of Chapter 1. So I guess it's possible. It might be possible to beat this game without fighting the bosses, which, if that's the case, that's wild. I guess we'll find out. We do need to talk to this guy. I thought this was going to be something that I was going to, forget about. It was going to be hours and hours, but he said, once you got 3 gems, come to talk to me. Say, I could not help but notice that you are in possession of some very powerful gemstones. And that staff you carry, do you mind telling me where you obtained it? I'm actually not sure. I see. Oh well, the world is filled with things that cannot truly be accounted for. My name is Lindsay, but the good people of Westwood call me Wizard. Seems fitting. What brings you to my modest establishment, Zoe? Perhaps you have found some blue orbs and would like me to upgrade your staff? Combined with gemstones, orbs will unlock various boosts for your staff. With the right combination, it could help you overcome many obstacles. Ooh, that sounds useful. Will you let me process the orbs you have collected to unlock upgrades for your staff? Yes. Ooh, okay. So we've got essentially a little skill tree. Spike block. Your block will grow spikes when pushed forward. Use it against enemies. Interesting. Destroying enemies with lightning increases the chance of getting a health drop. That sounds pretty nice. Drop through a bubble to change color. What? That sounds very useless. I mean, this one sounds like the most useful right off the rip. So we'll unlock that. Lightning orb. Shooting lightning produces an energy orb that hurts enemies. Sure. Your lightning now turns into a homing projectile. That sounds really useful. We'll go ahead and unlock that. That sounds like it could be useful. Picture block to send it off in that direction. They will never see it coming. Oh, that actually does sound pretty dope. Dude is after our blorbs. Pretty sus. We could reset and just find out what some of these other things are, but I think I'm just gonna play it straight and invest. Every time your bubble breaks, it shoots out projectiles. Oh, that sounds nice. Do I have to do anything to have these equipped? Or are they just automatically equipped? That looks pretty automatically equipped to me. Huh. Alright, so we changed to blue, but we didn't, really do much there. Does this help me? Nope, this is gonna get me killed. Yep, we're dead. Oh dear. Oh, I didn't... Yeah, that's on me. Power of heat. Water wet. You've heard of fire hot. Now get ready for the sequel. keep your upgrades? I believe so. It looks like it's operating now on like Hollow Knight style, which I am for. I'm super for. Oh. I did not mean to select drop tier. That was an error. I noticed that the wizard's free respec way too late. Helps a lot with traversal. Cool. I really like that they've got the orbs like that, to be honest. That feels more interesting than the previous system that the game had. The previous game had. I need to remember that I can be using my lightning spell to try and get more health drops. That was embarrassing for all of us. We don't need to talk about it. Let's see. A wind symbol. Eddie's Keep? Upside down grave makes me think that this area is going to get flipped on me. Maybe I have to acquire some upgrade in order to be flippable. Send me up, Chief. Electrocuting people and removing their heart is what good wizards do. As we all know. Oh. Y'all can't see it. There's a switch right there that I pretty much did not notice. Really? Don't quite have the timing here. By the time that we've got enough mana to cast lightning again, the switch has worn off. that, but we're gonna try. Nope. Let me back in. The charging mechanic is interesting. Not entirely sure what to make of it yet. Boom. Let's find out what this chest holds. Ooh, 3. Well, well, well. Is it my birthday? Bango. Bingo, bango. That's fine. Oh, we almost made it. Alright, this is the part that we've just not... Alright. Let's find out what this boss is. Alright. Whoa, okay. Noted. Boom. Unchained, defeat imprisoned king. I wonder how that's gonna work. I thought I had a charge remaining. I just have to do it again. see. Well. I have no one to blame but myself there. This time, actually receiving it. Oh. As Zoe embarked on her journey through Alwa, Lyrod approached Saga with a troubled expression. Lyrod, light of heel, yet she has a heavy burden to shoulder. Saga, I know, but Zoe carries in her a spirit that resonates with all of Alwa. I have faith in her. Alright. I'm really amused that we got ourselves killed. Oh. So yeah, okay. We totally did just mildly sequence break by just going around the boss. That's really funny. You kind of needed the spike shoes to get him, though. We had gotten them before encountering him. And we kind of, I think we could have done it without the spike shoes. We could have been dropping the blocks to jump on and sort of bypass that problem. The game has a pacifist trophy, gotta be creative. Oof. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, I'm not going for the pacifist trophy. That sounds like a lot of work. Like, mad props to anyone who can do it, but it sounds like so much work. We picked up anything blacksmithable? I don't think we have. How's the map treating you? Finding your way around? Yep. A little surprised that he didn't have anything else to say. Alright. We picked up a few. It's interesting that the costs aren't all the same. 333, but then 578. Homing lightning sounds pretty useful. We haven't figured out what color changes do yet. Like, I'm sure that there's some benefit to that, possibly some puzzle stuff, but thus far, we don't know. Alright, I want to go back. We sort of went this way and then I got distracted going up. I want to go back down. And see what we can find down below where we started. Also, interesting that this enemy is a one-time enemy. I really like when games have that, when they have enemies that, you know, once you defeat them, they stay defeated. A lot of games, you know, they shy away from that other than boss fights. Alright, can we see any better? Not really. But there's spikes up there. Thought I could make it. The little chickens running around crack me up. Come on. See, I think you don't really get iframes when you do that. Like, when you try and cast, you're effectively, like, back to taking damage, so, like, you can't, like, brute force your thing. Hello. Oh, it's you. Another step. Only the true hero of time is worthy to enter in the sanctuary. Eh? What do you mean? I just told you. Okay, you told me, but who's the true hero of time? Lady, I'm trying to play a game here. Please, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to leave. Alright. Alright, another blorb. Interesting. We can't cast bubble underwater. I thought maybe I'd be able to use that to like give myself some air, and no, that is not what it wanted me to do. Oh, weird. Check something. Alright, so there's a house in here that we haven't been in. I like the drowned skeleton and the purple rose of like the new player tries it at least once. Yeah. Oh. What are you? Ooh, something green. Who found a tear? Alright, we've been prompted to put tears into things, into our save points before. Do we think that that, like, upgrades them, maybe, to be fast travels? That's my bet. haven't been straight down yet. Alright, well, worth it, I think. Even though it did get us killed. Like, we could put one into here, but that would be maybe a little bit of a waste. Let's go to a slightly further one. Yes. Save point added to warp list. Use warp. Alright, cool. So now we have 2 warps. I mean, I actually do kind of feel like the game wants me to figure out this dark horribleness. Like it's the obvious next place to be. That was a mistake. I could have just jumped there. I didn't need to do what I just did. My brain's turning off. Can't see shit. What's up, Shorts? Welcome in. Again, oh, that's it. That's it right there. There's a column there. We don't have to jump all the way. We just need to jump to that. Our death count is mostly this room. Okay, I was wrong. Okay. Come on. Hot take, but I think we've had enough ancient catacomb representation in video games. Where's the current, modern, or even future catacomb representation? I'll now be remodeling my whole personality around this critically important subject. Right, I kind of... That did not work out for me. That super didn't work out for me. I feel like I'm making headway against the wrong thing. Like this feels enough like the wrong way to do this that it has me wondering, like, am I trying to solve the wrong problem or something? Into here. That doesn't seem promising. Okay, oop. We bonked our head on spikes at the top, but there definitely was stuff at the bottom that we could jump to, maybe. Don't venture too far in the ancient catacombs without a proper light source. I mean, we've got our lightning, which you would think would be a much better light source than it has proven to be. I'm wondering if there's... Is this the kind of thing that a blacksmith could help with? Doesn't really seem like it, but... Nope. Alright. Wait, wasn't there... I'm kind of annoyed with myself about that. We could go this way. This whole time. Welcome to Central Alwa. Thank you. Oh, look at these guys. Wow, that's some impressive armor. Thank you. I've had a lot of time on my hands to keep it polished, changing the straps and also wiping it down on the inside. Sweat brings on oxidation, so you'd be surprised. Take your word for it. So, are you the town guard? Former town guard, or rather, former elevator guard. I've been stuck in a rut, so recently decided to go out and try to see some new things, explore new places. That sounds great, but aren't we still pretty close to town? I'm taking my time to enjoy the sights. It's amazing how much you notice once you stop focusing. Right, I'd best be off. See you around. Going towards town. Orb. This looks suspicious. Okay, this looks like a puzzle whose ingredients I don't even know yet. I like the new, slightly darker elements they've added to this song. Ooh, bell. Whatever that hand is doing over there. One must find the rose to reveal the truth, meow. Also, isn't it weird that I'm a talking cat, but I still haven't tried to sing and dance? Okay. bet that bell does something later. Yeah, pretty much for sure. Beardville? Hello? I'm sorry. Uriwarui. Maybe you haven't heard of me, but I'm Uriwarui, and I'm kind of a big deal around here. My wisdom is infinite, and I also know all the puns worth knowing. Oh no, it's more like me. Wow, sounds like some combination, but you get invited to a lot of parties. Yes, all of them, but people aren't really throwing a lot of parties in Alwa right now. Would you like me to share some of my infinite wisdom with you? Uriwarui has only the best and most useful things to say, always. Sure. Now's a good time to set out for Sylvan Temple. It's southeast from here, so I suggest you make a run for it. I like your cat curtains. These guys are significantly tougher than I expected. I feel like Uriwarui would tell me to take peptides. Whoa! Okay. That's pretty cool seeing those guys. This little bit right here is the music turning a touch darker. Curiouser and curiouser. What orb do? Orbs are used for upgrading your spells. Ooh. Alright, full confession time here. I looked at that and went, cheese. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be gold. Cheese is gold. Ooh. You know what I just thought about that probably would have made my life a little nicer down in the low areas? The fact that I've got a spell for not taking damage from spikes and I just keep forgetting to leverage it. Climb this beard. I don't like that I have to come up there. I would rather jump off earlier. Who's climbing on my beard like we've known each other for the longest of times? Heavens to Betsy, a stranger. What business would a stranger have in these here forlorn caverns? Sorry about the beard. I was just exploring the caves. Looks like you've been here for quite some time. I came here for my own reasons, see, but what was in the bygone era? What was I looking for? That's none of your beeswax. Truth to be told, I can't seem to remember, but it ought to be around here somewhere. Gold bullion. Glitters nicely as it waits to be cast and forged. Can probably be turned into something useful by a blacksmith. Alright, let's see if this guy has anything to say about me picking up this bullion. Hold it right there. Where did you find that goldy brick? I've spent many years trying to remember what I was after and where it could be hiding. Dang it. To tell the truth, it's just kind of laying there in the open? At least go get it smelted into something nice. That's what I was going to do. Alright. Fun. So that's a whole little side section. I feel like I'm making a lot of choices here with streamer sitting on a perfect Colonel Sanders impression all this time. Oh, shit. At some point I should probably play the KFC romance game, shouldn't I? That would be amazing. Alright, that extra orb proving remarkably useful. Way more useful than I expected. Found a tier. Excellent. Maybe we'll get a wall jump later. Interesting. More gravestones. Huh. Well, that didn't actually work out for me. That's interesting. You know what? We'll drop tier. Is it possible that we just screwed ourselves a little bit? Yeah, but also, Whoa, sister, that must be a straight up 24 karat gold bullion. It's beautiful. I'm telling you, inspiration's running high right now. Would you let me work it? Sure, let your inspiration flow. That's what I like to hear. I'll show you why they called me the Anvil Artisan back in the guild. I need to embrace my creative process for a while. Why don't you come back later? Oh. Is it later? I'm betting we have to do something. Some flag needs to trigger, which might be as simple as leave the area and come back, but that's fine. Norbeth's copy of How to Steal Gold for Dummies. Whoa! Okay. This could be going better. This could be going a lot better. Whoa, 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 what is this? Okay, very fancy. Oh. The irony is, I actually thought about I assumed that you just wanted me to do that. Thank you so much. Who knew a cemetery could be such a risky place for a little necromancy practice? Hey, you're saying that you were actually trying to resurrect the dead? Well, duh, I'm practicing my conjuring. How else would I impress Wizard enough to let me help him with the orbs? I'm his apprentice, but he says I need to get out and get a taste of real life before I lock myself in some lab. So, you're getting a taste of real life by raising the dead? Don't judge me. I just need to study those orbs. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those blue things lying around. Anyway, if you see any, you should really take them to Wizard. He's in Westwood if you haven't met him already. If you find any orbs, head to Westwood and talk to Wizard. He's the best. Okay. So I guess rescuing her is optional? We're just going, I guess. Oh. I thought that that fish was going to be, something I, you know, picked up, gave to the fisherman, maybe? But no. Ooh. Nice. Hell yeah, I will definitely take a tier. Alright, come on. Actually, no, I needed him, didn't I? No, no, we'll be okay. Aww. Fair enough. Let's go back and see if this has been enough time for Beth. Beth? I think it's Beth. Finally, you're back. Once my ID's settled, I fired up the furnace and started working like a woman possessed. Now, I present to you Letheric's Bell. It might be one of my greatest pieces yet. Letheric's Bell, forged with a hoop for With a loop for hanging, its toll carries far and vibrates powerfully. Not like any other bell, try mounting somewhere suitable. Alright, wasn't there one... I want to say just to the left up there, actually. I'm thinking of the wrong place entirely. Was it up top? I definitely remember seeing... Oh, it was right next to the beginning. Shit, that means a little bit of hiking in front of me. It's okay. Here we go. Ah. All right. So I think we've made progress on something that we're not actually ready for yet. That's fine. Nope. Interesting. Alright. Well, we're definitely getting a underwater spell ability later. Alright. Spooky skeletons. That's interesting that it seemed to angle down like that. Art. other side of the catacombs. Gosh, the catacombs are way bigger than I thought. Okay. Doing on orbs? 6? Alright. I think that the next thing that I wanted to potentially purchase this one, so that we're a ways off from that. Boyd's Farm. Ooh. Free save point. No, you bastards. Save point added to map, but dropped down into here. Alright. Oh, we meet again. Well, look at the beauty of this place. I've heard so much about it, but now I can't seem to get any further. See, the waters here are highly corrosive and will eat through any hull, armors included. Ouch. Maybe you need some kind of flying device to move around here? I feel a bit limited while carrying heavy armor. Guess I'll move along. Stay clear of that water, you hear? Save game. Do we have a tier to drop? I don't think so. Yeah, we do not. Oh, is this gonna be Tucker and Dale? Hey, how'd you end up down here? Maybe pretty and all, but also dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, I think I can handle myself, but thanks anyways. Good on you. But if you ever get stuck, please take this tier. You can use these things to... You can drop these into save thingies to turn them into warp thingies. Don't ask me what it means or even how I know this. Must be one of the damn swamp fumes. I'll make sure to use it if I can't find a way out. Thanks. Alright, we've got an option. It is Dale! Fantastic. If you haven't seen Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, highly recommend. Oh, hi-de-ho! Welcome to our lovely swamp shack. I'm Dale, and over there's my brother, Tucker. Thank you. It's really nice, though the water seems a bit nasty. What made you choose to move down here? Well, you can't beat the rent. Sure, the water's a bit of a doozy. Them mosquitoes are pesky as fudge. Other than that, every day here seems like a vacation. Exploring the swamp? Now that's a different thing. Probably need flying skills. Sure sounds like a treasure I'd like to find. Oh, and you should find yourself stuck down here. Make sure to talk to my brother if you haven't already. He just might be able to help you out. Alright. Well, we don't have flying skills. We have this, which is kind of like flying skills. I was trying to wait until, like, the last second so I could, you know, have as much horizontal movement as possible. But I think this is a good place to end it. Yeah, Monk's Mire. Alright, cool. Well, I have enjoyed this a lot. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, bye!